tights, two tights.
Ready. We're waiting.
Hey. We got three. We got three.
Opposite.
And the wideout in motion.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Over.
Banjo.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
98's the mic.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd down. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Three down.
Like 5-5.
Watch 98.
On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
3 down.
Hey, two.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Easy.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And he's got Snead. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down. Again, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Mike 50.
Breeze to throw again.
3 down.
Catch here, left side, Thomas.
Check 99.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 52 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since.
I'm here all day.
Set.
They'll run it with Bell, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Two.
That's it, baby. That's it.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And this time, not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Let's go. 55.
Black 20.
Check 55. Mike.
Hey, alert.
Let's go.
spacing.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bell, pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Lucky.
Kings. Hey, alert.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 50.
Hurry up, let's go. Set. Blue 30.
Check.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Breeze.
Check three.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And he will return this one to the...
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Jones's Falcons going up against Brown Steelers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. And this was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Tight end left. Hey, boys, we got four down.
180.
Slot man moves right. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Set. Like 20.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump-off. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
20.
Four down. Alert. Hey, switch gears.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hey, we got tight left.
Left. Kings.
Four down.
Black 5.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Kickball, return 22 yards.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the parties.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He'll put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends
Here we
right.
go. Black 20.
4 down. 4 down. Check.
Hurry up. Let's go. Corner. Shift.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Mike, 45.
Alert.
In your face.
Set. 180.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he's brought down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
Set. Black 80. Hurry up. Let's go. 98
Under 10. 10.
All right, here we go. All right,
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Alert. Hurry up, let's go. Focus.
49. Check 49.
All right, here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And now look at him go. The 40, the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 71 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I said go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the head.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, boys, we got 4.
Left. Hurry up, let's go.
Middle. Switch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, as the first half is winding down, and the Steelers are able to strike for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He completes it to Jones. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, we got four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the...
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And that one results in 35 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Wide 80.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. And they pick up another first down with that run.
Strong
Set. Blue 30.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Right at the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Watch the edge.
Here we go.
Fires the mic.
Blue 30. Easy.
You.
Wide 80.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Bryant with a catch right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 55 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Tight left.
Double. Set.
We got 4.
Blue 30.
We got 4.
All right,
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Let's go now. Black 20.
4 down.
Jack
4
16.
down. Alert. Watch twist. Watch
Double
twist.
bump.
Switch,
Play
switch,
clock
switch.
winding down.
Set.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Here's Bell, pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Fresh set of downs here.
Man left, man left.
Hey, set.
4 down, 4 down.
Ready. White 25.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Ready.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Set. Black, hurry up. Let's go.
Alert.
Black 5.
3 down.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Set. Blue 30.
45's the mic.
Alert.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Set.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Set. White 80.
3 down.
In motion left comes Bryant. They'll pitch it out to Bell. Finding some room at midfield. He's at the 30, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 63 yards, and the Steelers are going to take the lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Nice hit, boy.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hey, check two. Single.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Gun. You want this? Ready? Wait, 20.
He's back to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Time a factor as Ryan will hustle him to the line. They'll look to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can.
Set. 180.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic.
4 down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Easy.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Set.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
45, 45's Mike, 45. Squeeze, double.
Now the toss to Bell running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot, and the Steelers have won the game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.